As Grand Marshal, it is my proud honor to open these proceedings. Here now, through the power of technology, in the presence of students, officials and trustees, colleagues, honored guests, relatives, and friends, the 2020 commencement exercises of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai will begin.
Graduates, families, and colleagues. More than a month ago, the Chief Medical Officer at Mount Sinai, Brooklyn, gave voice to something we're all feeling today. He noted that this crisis has kept us apart at the very moment we need to feel closer. I know that we all wish we could be together in one room, expressing our shared pride in your accomplishments as a strong, tight family. Until that day comes, and we all know it will eventually, I want you to know that at this milestone in your professional lives and this extraordinary moment in the lives of everyone we know, I, as a fellow Mount Sinai graduate from its second graduating class, feel deeply connected to you. I know you feel connected to one another, and I know from my own experience the durability of that bond. These bad days have been a good teacher. They've taught again an eternal truth that what we do matters to other people. And I don't just mean the work that doctors and nurses do. If you ever doubt it, just open your ears at 7 o'clock tonight and tomorrow night and the night after that. Listen to your city and your country embrace you. Feel their gratitude and hear their hope. But the lesson is broader than that. This has taught everyone that the decisions we make and the precautions we take, the ways in which we care for ourselves, directly affect the health of so many others. The person next to us in the classroom, or in the workplace, in the restaurant, or on the subway. People we love, people whose names we don't know, and people we've never seen and will never meet. These dark days have shined a light on the reality that we all are connected. Mount Sinai is built on that idea. And the beauty of our community is that in difficult times we come together. We come together to heal all those who need our help. That unity is how we rise above fear. It's how we triumph. Coming together, sharing values, working as a team is why our scientists and clinicians did something no one else had. Before this began, we developed the first and still the most sensitive and specific antibody test. With that advance, our clinicians were able to process blood, get plasma, and infuse it into patients as a potential treatment. That doesn't happen without a culture that works as one, collaboratively, to think first and foremost about what our patients need. I'm so proud of that foundation and what it has produced. Once the tragedy reached our doors, we continued coming together in new ways. Physicians who specialize in narrow areas of medicine stepped up to take care of patients they would not usually meet. They did so as part of a seamless, coherent team. Different disciplines pulled together in common cause to save as many lives as possible. And saving lives, as many lives as possible, is what together done. We can't count how many times over the last few weeks we heard the Beatles song, "Here Comes the Sun," as another patient was discharged. Today, more than 4,500 families have their mothers back home, their fathers home, their grandparents home, their friends home, their spouses home, their children home, thanks to you, your compassion, your talents, and your teamwork. And yes, that number includes some of our colleagues. Much is asked of us in this profession. We choose this profession to relieve suffering and save lives, but never did any of us think that the very nature of our work would put our own health in jeopardy. Very few went to the medical profession thinking that we are putting our own lives on the line. How do you accept that reality? It takes courage and strength. It takes knowledge and preparation. Where do those come from? They come from a sense of shared values. They come from community. Being part of something greater than ourselves is the best preparation for the hardest days. What we're seeing today looks like nothing we've seen before. But as you know, we might see this again. Whether it's a new virus or bacteria, we will be called upon again. Whether it's another epidemic or pandemic, weapon of mass destruction, or a public health crisis of another kind, it will shake and shape our world and ourselves. As frightening as the past days have been, and will continue to be, we have learned from it, and it made us all better physicians and better people. Let me close with a story and a few thoughts. Every morning, one of our respiratory therapists at Mount Sinai Morningside says a prayer. Before he puts on his scrubs and drives to work, he asks to be relieved of what he called the bondage of self. He asks for the presence of mind to serve others as best he can. That is what we strive to do, to serve others as we can. And we are aided in doing that by what Mount Sinai is, a community driven by science, by medicine, and by facts, and driven just as hard by heart, because we know that what we do matters to so many. Your empathy and your generosity, your kindness and your courage, your heroism, your love is who we are and what matters most. We bring out all those healing properties by coming together. These difficult days would have been darker without you. For that, we thank you. So does the world. The days ahead will eventually be lighter because of you. For that, we will need you. You are entering the field of medicine when we need you more than ever. There is no higher purpose, no more time. As you enter the profession, you are not just in the light, you are the light. Our long, cold, lonely winter will end. The ice will melt, the sun will come, and you are the ones who will help bring it. Congratulations, and be well.
Good afternoon. I'm Jim Tisch, co-chairman of the Mount Sinai Board of Trustees. Months ago, when I agreed to address you today, I thought I would be looking out into a crowd comprised of you and your families, a crowd overflowing with pride in your accomplishments. Instead, I'm sitting in front of this monitor, reading these thoughts into a webcam. It's not exactly what any of us had planned. The virtual nature of this ceremony notwithstanding, I want you to know that I am bursting with the very same pride I would be feeling if you were right in front of me now. Your accomplishments, which are extraordinary under any circumstances, have been made even more so by the knowledge of how the world will now ask you to deploy them. As physicians and biomedical researchers, you are truly on the front lines of the coronavirus crisis. And given your talent, your dedication, and your intellect, I trust you will be on the front lines of its resolution as well. Never before have courage and commitment been more important in the practice of medicine, and never has the public held the medical profession in such high esteem. It's not for nothing that New Yorkers have been cheering from their open windows at 7 p.m. every night in appreciation of the sacrifices healthcare workers are making. I hope you listen to these cheers and absorb the gratitude and respect they represent. Other than battlefield medics, it's hard to remember a circumstance when so many physicians had to risk their lives to provide care. The practice of medicine has always required mental strength and emotional resilience. Now it requires exponentially more of those qualities. I'm grateful that your training at Mount Sinai has prepared you so thoroughly for the challenges ahead. And I also have a great deal of faith in what you had inside you even before you arrived at medical school. That thing that may have drawn you to this profession in the first place, a focused desire to help and heal others, to be a part of the solution. This is an extraordinary time for medicine, and you are an outstanding group of graduates. Even before having graduated, most of you rushed to help in the crisis. The Sinai student workforce has made such an impact in so many ways. You've coordinated the acquisition and sterilization of personal protective equipment. You've helped patients through Mount Sinai's telehealth platform. You've triaged patients with COVID-19 symptoms and assisted the Mount Sinai pharmacy, outpatient services, laboratories, administration, and operations. Some of you have transformed sleep apnea VPAP machines into ventilators, and then wrote an instruction manual explaining the process for other hospitals around the globe. And many of you have signed on to work with Mount Sinai's Medical Corps to continue supporting our coronavirus response. No professor had to teach you the need for teamwork in medicine, especially during a crisis. You knew the health system needed your help, and you have stepped up to the challenge. On behalf of the Mount Sinai trustees, thank you. We could not be more proud of you. So whether you will be in the front lines treating patients or pursuing biomedical research in the lab, we all know that this is a critically important time to be entering the field of medicine. The coronavirus has focused the spotlight on the need for both outstanding care and transformational research to better cure our ailments. Whether it be a new test, a vaccine, a plasma treatment, or determining which treatment protocols will best suit each patient, we must continue advancing medical knowledge. You will be at the vanguard as we move forward through these challenges. I know I speak for all the trustees of the Mount Sinai Health System when I say that we are lucky to have you entering the field right here and right now. Thank you for pursuing this noble vocation. Congratulations, and may you go from strength to strength.
First, I'd like to start by congratulating the class of 2020. You've been a fantastic class for many reasons that I'm going to articulate. And I'm also going to speak from the heart, because this is one of the most stressful times in the history of medicine. We're dealing with the pandemic that is affecting every aspect of life. It's affecting with enormous stress our nation, our state here in New York City, local communities, our hospital, our school, families, and all of you as individuals. I know it's been a very tough time for you, our medical students, I'm sure your families, and also our doctors and all the healthcare workers at Mount Sinai. Unprecedented stress. But I want to emphasize that you have responded in an extraordinary way, and not surprising, given the talents that you brought to Mount Sinai and what you have exhibited here throughout your time at Mount Sinai. For example, over 250 of you, of course, all our medical students, not just the graduating class, have participated as volunteers in this fight against COVID-19. Our students, including our grad students and our medical students, have contributed over 15,400 hours as volunteers. It's just, amazing. And it's not surprising. You, the graduating class of 2020, you have had extraordinary accomplishments during your time here. You've been passionate about social justice and, volunteered in our local community. You have shown that you're going to become outstanding physicians and scientists. You've made discoveries in the laboratory related to cancer and heart disease and mental illness and many, many other conditions that plague our patients. And you have worked very hard to discover new treatments. You are going to become outstanding scientists and physicians and leaders of the next generation of American medicine. I have no doubt about that. When I was thinking about what to say this year, given the extraordinary circumstances, actually I looked back at the white coat speech that I gave to you back in 2016. And that, many of you may remember, that was an extraordinary time for me personally. 2.5 weeks before I gave that white coat speech, I had been the victim of a serious attack, and I was just beginning, my recovery. And it turns out many of you were actually very helpful over the ensuing months, helping me in my recovery. But when I look back at that speech, I thought that I had given you some advice that turns out that is pertinent today. And I want to read to you some of the things that I said to you back then that still resonates with all of us, and I hope resonates with you. You know, back then I said to you, being a doctor consists of people coming to you in the crisis of their lives and asking you for answers. Being a doctor means living up to immense expectations of society. At any hour, in any place, it is assumed if tragedy strikes that will be a doctor on hand to handle the case with grace and confidence. And I know you've begun to experience that, both physically and emotionally. Doctors are expected to stitch up the victims of adversity, and we have certainly seen that over the last several months. And then I said to you back then in 2016, when epidemics emerge, when the unspeakable occurs, it often falls upon physicians to be first responders, to explain how and why, even when it may be inexplicable. And that's certainly what, we are facing right now. And you're going to be part of the first responder group, now that you have become physicians and will be entering your first year as residents. And being a doctor means coping with loss and disappointment on a daily basis. Many of your patients will not get better. Some will die, and too few will be cured. That's another fact that we are facing right now in dealing with this pandemic. We are working very hard, our scientists, our physicians, our physician scientists, to come up with new treatments for this pandemic that are so desperately needed. And sometime we lose one of our own, and we've had to go through that as well. So being a doctor, it's tough. It's going to be tough as you enter the next phase of your career. But let me remind you, and I hope you've experienced this already, that being a doctor can be exceptionally rewarding. I believe you've had the privilege already, but you certainly will have the privilege to bear witness to the miracle work of nurses who command the sick room and are purposeful in their precise movements in helping our patients. And you will bear witness, and I think you have already, to the almost superhuman commitment of your fellow physician colleagues to their patients, even when there's the risk of becoming sick themselves. And I also want to point out that adversity reveals the character of an individual, and I've seen that in yourselves, class of 2020. The kind of character that has been revealed in how you have dealt with the current pandemic and the adversity that goes along with it. So I have great confidence in your ability to rise up and face the challenges that you're going to see over the next part of your career. As I close, I want to read to you what Fred Rogers, our friendly neighbor, has said when he gave commencement remarks, and I think it's relevant to what we want to convey today. So I want you to close your eyes for the next minute. Please close your eyes and think about what I'm about to say. And this is what Fred Rogers said. When I was a boy, I would think about something scary. My mother would tell us, always look for the people who are helping. You will always find someone who is trying to help. From the time when you were very little, you had people smile you into smiling. people who talk you into talking, sing you into singing, loved you into loving. Now I want you to think about somebody who's helped you along the way. Think of those extra special people. Some of them might be with you right now. Some may be far away. Some may have passed away, but are still in your heart and mind forever. No matter where they are, deep down, they have always wanted the best for you. They've always cared about you beyond measure and have encouraged you to be true to the best within you. The best within you is what is going to enable you as you face the challenges ahead. You will be successful. And now you can open your eyes. Be thankful to all of those that have helped you along the way. And I personally wish you the best. Thank you. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our two commencement speakers. President of the Ford Foundation, Darren Walker, followed by the United States Surgeon General, Jerome Adams.
To Dean Dennis Charney, to the distinguished trustees, faculty, and the staff of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai, and to all of the honored virtual guests at this all too real commencement exercise. To the proud family and friends of the graduates, and most importantly, to the 2020 Icahn School of Medicine graduates, I say congratulations. I know this isn't exactly the way you pictured your graduation ceremony. The world has certainly changed since you first entered medical school. But no matter how much this crisis has changed the world, some things remain immutable, enduring, and true. Your extraordinary effort and your sacrifice, your remarkable achievement, and the difference that you are making and will make in the lives of your neighbors and your communities, your nation, and an interdependent world. Right now, it is so easy to feel that the world is on fire. And when I think about the challenges of the world today, I'm reminded of the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. when he said in 1968 to his friend Harry Belafonte, "In a burning house, we all must become firemen. We must become firefighters for justice." So as promising medical researchers and doctors, you are firefighters called to serve a world on fire, and not just amidst this once-in-a-generation pandemic. Our society has always asked healthcare workers to fight its fires, to combat public health emergencies that are kindled and fueled by deep structural inequalities. We ask our researchers and our doctors to treat victims of America's opioid epidemic, to care for children poisoned by lead-filled water, to tend to patients who've gone without adequate care simply because of their zip code. And with each new crisis, you show up ready, suited up, and eager to serve, to learn, to give, to heal a broken world. So class of 2020, you've seen it with your own eyes and your own heart. You have demonstrated that you are prepared, that you are ready to meet this unprecedented moment and all that comes after it. Because to truly conquer this pandemic, to go from survival to revival and create a more just, fair, and equal society that is not burdened by healthcare crisis after healthcare crisis, we must all work together for a more just and fair world. So graduates, as each of you prepares to fully carry out the mantle of medicine, please remember this. You have an expansive, ever-growing community in your corner. Remember that you are more than stewards of individual health. You are building a healthy society. You are firefighters for justice. The Icahn School of Medicine community and I am cheering you on with pride, with awe, and with deepest gratitude. Congratulations, class of 2020 of the Icahn School of Medicine. I can't wait to see all the great things you are going to achieve for the world. Thank you.
Hello, and thank you for the opportunity to address you as part of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai 2020 commencement. And thank you for allowing me to be among the first to congratulate all of today's graduates. Your hard work and perseverance will be rewarded in ways you can't even imagine. There will be many days when you actually know you've truly made a difference in someone's life or the life of their loved ones. And if you're lucky, as I've been, you will discover your career has many unique chapters and opportunities that go beyond patient care, but have their roots in values and lessons you learned right here at Mount Sinai. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the work of the Surgeon General, it's important that you know I'm neither a surgeon nor a general. I'm actually an anesthesiologist and an admiral. I still practice at Walter Reed Military Medical Center, and as an admiral, I help oversee the operations of the U.S. Public Health Service Commission Corps, an elite team of over 6,000 full-time, highly qualified public health professionals. Almost 3,000 of my fellow officers have been deployed so far as part of our national COVID-19 response. But my most visible role is as the nation's doctor, empowering Americans with the evidence and the actions they need to protect and improve their health. And I want you to know, I've learned you can often do as much for your patients through good communication and advocacy as you can by patching them up when they get sick or hurt. As a matter of fact, I spoke in my TED Talk about the sense of accomplishment and purpose I felt when wheeling a trauma patient to the ICU after a successful surgery for life-threatening injuries. But I also often point out that I helped save exponentially more lives with my advisory calling on more Americans to carry naloxone, an advisory that resulted in an over 400% increase in naloxone dispensed across the country. Speaking of naloxone, I want you all to know that when I was on your campus in February for a fireside chat with Dr. Ken Davis, I was so impressed to hear how Mount Sinai students were at the forefront of the opioid epidemic, and that you even received naloxone training during your first years of medical school. Your medical skills will save lives, but your advocacy skills can save just as many and often more lives. So I implore you to always seek to use your full array of skills and influence, especially your voice. You know, since you first walked into Mount Sinai a few short years ago, you've experienced sleepless nights where it seemed there'd never be enough coffee. And you've experienced long surgeries where your bladder wished you hadn't drank so much coffee. You've contributed to thousands of patient care hours in East Harlem and discovered which causes mean the most to you. You've traveled to other boroughs, states, and even other countries to hone your skills and to promote health for other people. And as you transition to this next chapter, I want you to remember the family and friends, the mentors and other care providers you worked with, and especially remember the patients who helped form who you are today. Please take a moment to thank each of these important and influential people in your lives. And please make it a point to thank these people every day you see them for the rest of your careers. Of course, I can't speak to you today without acknowledging that the start of your next stages will be different from anyone who has ever embarked on this journey in the past. The COVID-19 pandemic has already become a defining mark on your careers. You've experienced the loss of an in-person commencement and have no doubt postponed or drastically altered other significant celebrations. But you've also seen the tremendous power of your profession and the support of both your New York and global communities. Just as our country has carried on through other tumultuous and uncertain times, we'll do so once again, and it will be in great part due to the compassionate work of all of you. So take a deep breath, because together, I know we'll get through this. And with luck and hard work, the fact is you'll actually come out stronger for it. As I wrap up, I want to leave you with just a few challenges. First, I ask that you be patient but persistent. We're in the midst of a once-in-a-century public health crisis, and the truth is there's no blueprint for how we get through this. So understand we are all learning how to navigate through unprecedented waters. But also, be persistent about demanding change you feel will improve outcomes. One thing is painfully clear. The status quo wasn't adequate to deal with a novel coronavirus. So I'm calling on you to be innovators and disruptors. Never before has there been an environment so willing to embrace new ideas and to break old molds. It is with deliberate disruption and innovation that we'll overcome the unique challenges and obstacles that we all face today. My second challenge is that you advocate for your patients and your profession. Do this within the hospital, the community, and the nation. Again, you'll find that you can save as many lives with your voice as you can with your stethoscope or scalpel. My third challenge, this one's very, very important. Please practice good self-care because we've seen now more than ever that physician burnout is real. Just as a car can't go nearly as far or as fast on a flat tire, you can't take care of others if you're not taking care of yourself. So I want to stress the importance of self-care and striking a good and healthy work-life balance. When we prioritize our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, not only do we feel better, but we have more to give to our patients. And my last challenge to you is be a good person as well as a good doctor. Remember, people need to know that you care before they care what you know. Today is an exciting occasion, and it's one you should all be immensely proud of. Although we're not at Lincoln Center to celebrate, please know I've never been so proud to be your Surgeon General. It is all of you that remind me why I chose this profession and why I will continue to advocate for the necessary resources to keep you safe, healthy, and productive. So congratulations, Icahn School of Medicine class of 2020. I look forward to hearing of the many triumphs of the next generation of clinicians, and I look forward to working with many of you as you progress throughout your careers.
Today, we are honored to confer honorary degrees to Darren Walker and Jerome Adams. Darren Walker, a social justice activist and philanthropic innovator, for your work to create sustainable social change and to transform the lives of countless people in need around the world. It is a privilege to confer the degree of Doctor and Humane Letters. Dr. Jerome Adams, you lead with science to facilitate locally led solutions to the nation's most difficult health problems, particularly during an unprecedented national and global health crisis. You have dedicated your career to public health at the highest level and have made an enduring impact on the health of the American people. It is a privilege to confer upon you Doctor of Science. Next is the part many of you have been anxiously awaiting for many years, the presentation of the graduates of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. Since we could not be all together today, we have asked the graduating class of 2020 to participate virtually in receiving their diploma. Recognizing the accomplishments of our graduates would not be the same without their involvement. Some have included their family, friends, and mentors who helped get them here today. Prior to presenting the candidates for their degree, we will hear from 2 students who were selected to represent their class. Then our students will take their professional oath, and our Dean of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences and our Dean for Medical Education will address the graduates.
Good afternoon. They gave me 5 minutes to talk to you today, which is roughly the same amount of time it takes to scroll through the recommended for you section on Netflix and not pick something. So I'm going to try to make this a more productive use of your time. I recognize this is not the commencement that we all envisioned, or that it would look like this, but I will do my best to imbue some sense of normalcy by giving the accepted sappy speech. I'm not here to pass some sort of profound wisdom onto you, because let's be honest, what do I know? I'm 28 years old. Besides, of course, what restaurants to eat at in which neighborhood, which reminds me, if anybody needs takeout recommendations for after the ceremony, contact me. I will not talk to you about the value of hard work, goals, or ambition, as no one spent the last 4 to 5 years feeling relaxed and well-rested. In fact, we all might have undergone the same sleep deprivation training program as Navy SEALs. I'm also not going to discuss how special we are or how we're going to change the world as we know it. People think millennials are self-centered enough as is. That being said, we all should be proud. So what am I going to talk to you about? Something a little off the beaten path, but still cliche enough for a graduation speech: hope. Let's start with hope for our future, specifically our future careers. We all want to go on to have successful jobs, and I can assure you that we all will. How can I possibly know that? Because we have all been consistently successful throughout our whole lives. We're constantly surrounded by other MDs and PhDs, so we forget what proper nerds we are. We not only did well enough to get into this program in the first place, but we finished it. Less than 2% of the US population has a PhD, let alone in the sciences, and there are less than 1 million MDs in the country. Statistically speaking, it is highly unlikely you have done so well for so long, only to fail now. Okay, so now that I have reassured everyone and reinforced the stereotype of our generation thinking highly of ourselves, let's get back to hope in the general sense. When I think of hope, there are 3 key components that come to mind: kindness, generosity, and patience. Let's start with kindness, which the world could certainly use more of nowadays. Kindness can take many forms and can be exercised in every aspect of life, whether it is giving directions to a lost tourist, a frequent event in New York City, or comforting someone who's upset. We can display kindness to family, friends, strangers, and even animals. I encourage us all to try to be kind in every aspect of our life. It costs nothing and can change someone's day, including your own. Think of it as how you would treat someone if your grandparents were watching. I know this is easier said than done, especially in New York City, where just taking the subway can turn a normal person murderous. But whenever you can, be kind. And equally important, remember to be kind to yourself. Sometimes we can be our own worst critics. Hope also requires patience. Anybody who knows me knows that me talking about patience is highly hypocritical, but this speech is as much for me to hear as it is for you. Patience can be difficult, particularly when something is out of our control. I find sometimes patience can mean not jumping to conclusions and trying to be mindful of the fact that we don't know all of the details. Patience can also mean reminding yourself to mentally and physically slow down. If you haven't figured it out yet, the speed at which I speak is in of itself a glaring reminder that I personally need to slow down. We all get so caught up pursuing MDs or PhDs that we forget to take a moment and enjoy life. We're so busy planning the next step or trying to figure out the best way to use the minimal free time that we have. So I say it as much for you as for me. Slow down. Loved ones who are here today listening, please remind us when we forget. Tell us that the world doesn't change overnight and nothing terrible will befall us if not everything gets done today. When we all inevitably get stressed or frustrated, remember that patience is a skill best attained with practice. Lastly, hope thrives on generosity. And I don't mean generosity only in the financial sense, but in terms of our time. While we should all try to be as financially generous as we can be, round up when you tip, time is really the ultimate currency because you cannot buy more of it. So when you can be generous. Prioritize others over yourself on occasion. If you're riding the subway and you see someone struggling to carry a bag, provided you're physically able and not in a rush to catch the train, offer to help. If you like to volunteer, make the time to volunteer. And if your parents haven't spoken to you in a while and they want to talk, make the time to listen. Most importantly, if your dog falls asleep on your foot, do not move until he or she wakes up. Hope is important for everyone, but especially for doctors and scientists. We see and do things that require hope every day. I cannot speak for the MDs, but the PhDs certainly know that you need to have hope, as over 90% of the experiments we do fail. We all pursued these degrees because we, in one way or another, hope to make the world a better place. I would argue that is not something we need to hope for, but something we can put into practice daily. Congratulations to the class of 2020. My hope is that as we all go on to the next step in our careers, we all remember to be kind, patient, and generous. Thank you.
This is David Dominguez-Sola, Assistant Professor of Oncological Sciences. With my Doctor of Philosophy, I willingly pledge to uphold the highest levels of integrity, professionalism, scholarship, and honor. I will conduct my research and professional endeavors with honesty and objectivity. I will apply the highest standards of rigor and respect for the generation and application of knowledge, and fully acknowledge the contributions of others. I will not allow financial gain or ambition to cloud my judgment or decision-making, or cause harm to society or subjects of research. I will embark on the furthering of knowledge through respectful and compassionate interaction and collaboration with my colleagues and community, without prejudice or exclusion. I will be a role model and use my skills to inspire, mentor, and empower future generations, instilling them with the highest principles of ethical behavior. And as witnessed by all present today and in the tradition of graduates before me, I do affirm to uphold these guiding principles. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Marta Filizola, and I'm the Dean of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. I'm delighted to represent the graduate school leadership team, the program directors, the faculty and staff as we celebrate the achievements of the 2020 graduates. In normal times, I would have begun my remarks on a very typical congratulatory note, something like, well, congratulations, you made it. This year, however, I feel I can salute you by saying, you really made it, and I really made it. Not only have you excelled in your research for several years, creating knowledge and pushing the envelope of discovery, you have also faced up to a once-in-a-lifetime challenge, the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm in awe of how many of you have joined your colleagues in these difficult times to act swiftly and deliberately in supporting our Mount Sinai community while completing courses, writing dissertations, and defending your thesis. From helping with diagnostic testing for COVID-19 to contributing to epidemiological data analysis, providing food and medicine to peers in isolation, packing PPE go bags for redeployed residents and fellows, you have embraced the heart and soul of Mount Sinai by combining world-class science and innovation with compassionate care. The flexibility, resilience, and adaptability you have demonstrated during your training at Mount Sinai, and especially during these past months, will be an inspiration for new generations of Mount Sinai students. This is what makes our community, this is what makes us leaders and changers in science and medicine. I would like to share a very personal thought on this occasion. One of my own students is among this year's graduates. That's a big deal for a PI, really. I was looking forward to placing a hood on her as a symbol of the passing of the guard from my generation of scientists to her generation of scientists. a rare trait that marks our professional commitment to the next generation. This year, we are taking the symbolism to the next level by going fully virtual. Yes, I will definitely miss the hug, but on the other hand, there is no chance of losing the hat in the process, which happens surprisingly often. For many of you, I know that this is not how you or she pictured your commencement ceremony. I know that you and she are concerned about your professional lives after graduation, and you are bracing yourselves as you enter the workforce during a possible recession. But all recessions end, and the challenges in biomedical research are still in front of us as a community, as a nation, and for our humanity. We, your advisors, have been through a few of them, and we were not as prepared as you are at the time of graduation. The future starts now. So ease up on yourselves, embrace the journey, and remember, you were Mount Sinai trainees in the era of COVID-19. You have 3 distinctive qualities that are a guarantee of success: flexibility, resilience, and adaptability. Experience tells me that this will serve you well in your careers.
Dr. Jenny Altman, I'd like to thank my family, friends, boyfriend, and lab.
Hi, I'm Dr. Carmi Bar. I would like to thank my mentor, Dr. Rishkova, for the opportunity, and of course, thank my family for supporting me throughout this journey.
Dr. Lucy King Bix.
Dr. Sandhya Chandrasekharan.
Hello, I am Dr. Stephanie Christie, and I would like to thank my mentors who have helped me to become a proficient scientist and my parents who have been my biggest support system.
I'm Dr. Casey Lardner. I'd like to thank my mentors, Eric, Jacob, Jason, and Paul, as well as my family, Richard, Carol, and Aiden. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Dr. Junggun Lee. I really appreciate my mentor, David, and lab members, of course, my family and friends for supporting my PhD. They make me a better person and better scientist. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Lepak, and I'd like to thank my mentors, Ian and Paul, as well as my family and friends, especially my parents and husband, Jason, for all their love and support.
Dr. Samuel Rose, I'd like to thank my parents, the rest of my family, my amazing girlfriend, Amni, my mentor, Brian, and the rest of the Brown Lab for the past 6 years.
Hi, I'm Dr. Erica Kirkpatrick, and I would like to thank the Kramer Lab, especially the 1596 crew, for all of their help throughout my PhD. And I would like to thank my fiance Alex for all of his support.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gayatri Vijaykumar, and I would like to thank my amazing mentor, Dr. Peter Placey, as well as the Department of Microbiology for a fantastic PhD experience. And of course, I would like to thank my ever-supportive parents.
Hello, I'm Dr. Zhao Yang. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my awesome supervisor, Dr. Faith, and my lovely family members for their help and accompany during the journey to finish my PhD training. Thank you.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We have had a hard road, but we made it. I am so proud of us, and I am so excited for our future. Still, today is bittersweet. I wish that we were together. I wish that we could just all be together in one space, that I could hug all of you, and we could jump and dance and sing together in celebration. I wish that I didn't have quarantine hair in this video and that I could give this speech in something other than a Hawaiian shirt. It's disappointing, and it's hard to be apart from you. But today is still our day to celebrate. Today is the day to remember that a long time ago, each of us, for our own unique reasons, chose to become doctors. We toiled for years. We took so many tests. We jumped through every hoop, and we overcame every obstacle. It was really hard work, but we did it. We did the work, and now we are doctors. We will be remembered as the class who graduated into a pandemic. We have been through so much in the last 4 years, more than you'd even think could fit into 4 years. Even our first days together were shaped by crisis. We established our relationships not with a typical chit-chat and introductions, but by asking each other, "Are you okay? What do you need? How can I help?" We were there for each other. Medical school can be cutthroat, and let's face it, we're all pretty intense people. But we saw early on that isolation would destroy us. We needed each other, and we put our competitiveness aside in favor of compassion. We came together, but we did not force each other into a mold. We celebrated our differences, and we learned from each other's perspectives. If compassion was the first tenet of our unspoken contract, then the second was equity. We had hard conversations about bias and discrimination. Diversity and inclusion rightly shaped our lectures and our discussions. We developed our voices, and we learned to advocate for justice in our school, in Mount Sinai at large, and with our political leaders. This is the calling of our career and the work of our lives. COVID-19 has stripped our society to its core, disrupted our hospitals, and stressed the infrastructure of our medical system. Some parts will bend, others will break. We doctors will decide which ones to reinforce and which to scrap. We will also build new systems. The makeshift structures that we create now will be reinforced with law and policy, becoming the foundation and the future of healthcare. We must be thoughtful and prudent in this crisis, even as we are expedient. Rather than reaching for the master's tools, let us instead rebuild the world how we built the foundation of our own community at Mount Sinai, with compassion, equity, and justice. For anyone out there who is worried that this generation of doctors might not be up to the job, let me set your mind at ease. This is the most thoughtful, kind, productive, innovative, powerful, and humble group of people in the world. They can do anything. So, class of 2020, even though there is so much to mourn, everyone, take your imaginary cap and throw it in the air. Be jubilant. Be happy. We did it. I am so proud to call you fellow doctors. I love you. You're going to change the world.
I'm Dr. Jacob M. Appel, and I've been asked to recite the modern version of the Hippocratic Oath. I do want to add that never has a medical school class been asked so quickly to live up to the expectations of their oath, and never has a class so successfully lived up to that expectation. The Hippocratic Oath. I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability and judgment, this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply, for the benefit of the sick, all measures which are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is an art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say I do not know, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me that the world may know. Most especially must I tread with care in matters of life and death. It is not given to me to save a life, all thanks, but it may also be within my power to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play at God. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease wherever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body, as well as the infirm.
If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art,
respected while I live, and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling. May I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help.
Dear class, and you are very dear to me, in fact, to all of us. We have been through so much together, so many triumphs and tribulations. We have seen so much success and so much suffering. The kinds of experiences we've shared forge a bond that is lifelong, that is impossible to break, and that we will cherish for the rest of our lives. I speak for all of us in medical education when I say that we are changed forever because of what you've given us, what you've taught us, the faith you've placed in us, and the opportunity we've had to help shape your future as physicians, scientists, advocates, and activists. I have 3 minutes and I want to make them count. I want to talk about questioning and asking questions. My comments are paraphrased from an essay by a renowned theologian and philosopher, Jonathan Sacks, whose writings on everything from religion and science to social justice, the environment, and armed conflict have resonated very deeply with me. Sacks writes about the importance of asking questions, about challenging conventional wisdom and cultivating a healthy skepticism. He urges us to always ask questions that are driven by a genuine desire to learn, not to doubt, ridicule, dismiss, or reject. Sacks makes the case that asking questions is actually a profound expression of faith, even religious faith, in the ultimate intelligibility of the universe, of human life. He says to ask is to believe that somewhere there is an answer. He calls this the restlessness of the human spirit. Sacks goes on to suggest that there are 3 kinds of questions. There are questions we ask in order to further our knowledge of the world, what he calls our scientific, historical, and sociological wisdom. There are questions we ask in an effort to better understand our faith, in order to internalize and apply its values. And then there are the questions about justice. Why do bad things happen to good people? Why is there so much suffering and injustice in the world? This 3rd type of question has never been more important than right now. Why COVID-19? Why New York City? And why now? Why has the circle of suffering been drawn so tightly around each of us and our loved ones? Why are poverty and racism once again the determining factors in who suffers most, who suffers longest, who has the least hope for relief and recovery? Many of us ask each other these questions. Some turn to our nation's leaders, and some ask them of God. Regardless of where we direct the questions, Sacks' answer is worth quoting at length. He writes, there are some questions to which the response is an answer, but there are other questions to which the response is an act. To ask, why do the righteous suffer, is not to seek an explanation that will reconcile us to the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. It is to turn to God with a request for action and to discover, in the very process of making the request, that God is asking the same of us. Not all of us believe in God, but whether or not you do, the most important lesson I have learned from all of you is that your tough, probing, and sometimes uncomfortable and occasionally annoying questions about justice, always without exception, are followed by action. And for that, I am profoundly and eternally grateful.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eduardo Kanajak, and I just want to take a moment to thank the entire Sinai faculty, especially my dissertation advisor, Jeremiah Faith, and my classmates, or should I say colleagues, and my entire family for their love and support. Los quiero mucho.
Hi, my name is Dr. Michael Daniel, and I just wanted to say thanks to all my family, friends, and colleagues. I wouldn't have made it this far without you.
Dr. Helia Ghaffari, MD, PhD.
I dedicate this to my family, without whom I wouldn't be here today.
Hi, my name is Dr. Matthew Hernandez, and I would like to take this time to thank my instructors, my PI, Dr. Viviana Simon, my friends and colleagues within the MD and PhD programs over the years, as well as my family, my friends, and of course my partner for really getting me to this point in my life after 8 years. So overall, really thank you guys so much.
Hi, my name is Dr. Zachary Lorsch. I'd like to thank my PhD mentor, Dr. Eric Nessler, as well as my family, including my amazing wife, Annie, and my parents for all their support along the way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vincent Law. I'd like to thank my family, friends, professors, and mentors. Wouldn't be here without you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joshua Mayorian. I just want to thank my wife, Danielle, my parents, my siblings, my research mentor, Kevin, and all my clinical advisors. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Elisa Nebel. I'm graduating with an MD PhD. Just want to thank my parents and my siblings and also all of my mentors both during medical school and PhD years for supporting me and teaching me so many of the things that I know.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony Bowie. I'll just like to thank my amazing teachers and mentors at Mount Sinai, as well as all of my family and friends who have supported me throughout this journey.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Eggerman, and I'd like to thank my friends and my family, especially my parents, as well as Dr. Kirk Campbell and Dr. David Glass, without whom I would not be here today. Thank you very much.
Dr. Daniel Leisman.
Thanks, Mom. Dana, I love you. Thanks, Dr. Gabriel F. Siegel, Deutschland, Seth Napur, Akiba and Stacy, and shout out to Goshen High School for these fly robes, baby.
I present Dr. Grace McInerney Perez Benza.
I'm really grateful to my husband, my parents, all of my siblings, and all of my mentors who have supported me along the way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mackenzie Norton-Neert.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Woo!
Woo!
Hi, I'm Dr. Lucas Ronner, and I'd like to thank John Mascarenas, Eileen Sigliano, Janice Gabrielov, Keith Siegel, as well as my whole family for getting me here. Thank you so much.
My name is Dr. Jessica Ashley, and I'd like to thank my family, loved ones, mentors, teachers, and patients for helping me achieve this milestone.
Congratulations from your hometown, Henderson, Kentucky.
We love you. Dr.
Jordan.
Frankie! Woo!
I'm Dr. Adam Krause, and I'd like to thank my parents, my partner Brian, my brothers and friends for supporting me throughout med school.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jacob Lurie. I'd like to thank two of my mentors, Dr. George Silve and Dr. Dan Murphy, for their support along this journey, as well as my friends and family for their encouragement. Thank you.
Dr. Patrick Young, here in the front lines fighting COVID with all my colleagues. I'd like to thank all my friends and family and everyone that has helped me along the way. Keep fighting the good fight.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cesar Andrade. I want to take this moment to thank some of the most important people in my life, my mom, my dad, and my sister, because if it wasn't for them, I would not be graduating as a doctor today. Los quiero mucho.
We're very proud to introduce
Dr. Catalina Angel.
Benjamin Ford Asriel, MD, MFA.
Dr. Jennifer Bailey. I'd like to thank my friends, my family, and everyone who's helped me get to this point.
Dr. Ariel Bar Mashiach, אני אוהבת אותך.
Congratulations, Dr. Ariel Bar Mashiach. We love you.
Hello, my name is Dr. Aaron Birnbaum. I'd like to thank my family and friends. Shout out to my teachers and my classmates.
Dr. Anna Maria Blazejowski. I want to say a sincere thank you to my parents, my family, my teachers, and my friends. Thank you for all of your never-ending love and support. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'm Dr. Erin Bresnahan. I'd like to thank my parents, friends, mentors, and classmates for supporting me and helping me to become the clinician and person that I am today.
Now we are so proud to introduce Dr. Brielle Kadiri.
Hi, my name is Dr. Debbie Chi. I'd like to thank my mentors in the Department of Anesthesiology, my wonderful husband Richard, and my parents Bobby and Jessica for their incredible support throughout medical school. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sophia Chu. I'd like to thank my peers and my mentors for showing me what compassion really looks like. I'd also like to thank my fiance and my family for their never-ending support. Really couldn't have done it without y'all. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Dr.
Edward William Citron.
Thank you to my family, friends, and mentors for your incredible support. I couldn't have done this without you.
Hi, this is Dr. Dennis Dacrit Galliano, and I'd like to take this moment to thank my family, my friends, my partner Noel, my dog Mojito, and of course all the instructors who got me here today.
I want to thank all my mentors, my friends, and my family, especially my parents. From buying me pie to helping me edit emails, I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. I wish you could all be here today to help hood me and make me Dr. Daniel Dickstein.
I'm Dr. Eleni Mendez-Drivas. I couldn't have done this without the support of my mom and dad, my friends, my family, my cat, and my amazing fiance.
Okay, go.
Dr.
Sarah.
Duncan!
Dr. Sarah Duncan!
Hello, I am Dr. Stanley Iwala, and I would like to take a moment to thank my family, my wife, and a lot of other supporters that I can't mention in this video. Thank you all.
Congratulations to
Dr.
Alec.
Feuerbach.
Hi, this is Dr. Connor Fox, MD. Big thank you to my family and friends. Couldn't have done it without you. Love you.
Go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shirley Fred Torres. I'd like to thank my family who supported me on this journey from day one, and all the mentors who've inspired and believed in me when I was at Sinai.
Dr. Emmeline Friedman.
I love you guys.
Dr. Jonathan Gabay.
Thank you to my friends, mentors, and my incredible partner, Clara.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Gatepa. I'd like to thank my parents, my sister Sarah, my brother Jason, my partner Chloe, and all of my Day One Ride or Die friends that got me here. Love you guys.
I'm honored to be introducing my granddaughter.
My niece.
Wonderful granddaughter.
Our daughter.
My sister, Dr. Emma Trudy Gedoldig.
This is Dr. Sundar Gidamol. I want to say thank you to my mom and dad, my brother, and all my family, friends, and mentors who made this possible. Thank you so much.
This is Dr. Jeannie Gribben. I want to thank my friends and family, instructors and mentors, and most importantly, my amazing parents. I love you guys, and this is all thanks to you.
Dr. Jennifer Grum, MD, MPH, with distinction in global health.
Hi, this is Dr. Anmol Gupta. Wow, it's going to take some time to get used to that. I want to thank all of my friends, my family, and all of the faculty at Mount Sinai, my mentors. Thank you so much for helping me get to this special day. I promise to use everything I've learned to help serve humanity. Thank you.
Je vous présente la splendide, la merveilleuse, l'intelligente Dr. Camille Hadi Abelus.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jonas Hassan, and I'd like to take a moment to thank my family, friends, mentors, teachers, and everyone who supported me throughout this amazing journey. Thank you.
I am proud to announce Dr. Leah Haken.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ariel Hazan. I'd like to thank my parents, Yoni, my family, and friends for making this moment possible.
This is Dr. Helen Yihua He. Thank you to my mentors, friends, and family, especially my father, the first Dr. He, for getting me where I am today.
Dr. Eliza Hirsch.
Hi, my name is Dr. Melissa Ho, and I would like to thank my family, including the original Dr. Ho, and my friends.
Congratulations to Dr. Benjamin Horowitz.
I want to thank my parents, siblings, teachers, and classmates for everything you did to help me reach this special moment.
Dr. Zena Huxley Riker. I'm very, very proud of you.
I give you Dr.
Dvorah
Issaroff.
Hi, I'm Dr. Samantha Jacobs. I just want to say thank you to all of my friends, family, and mentors who have supported me on this journey. Thank you.
Dr. Ilan Kaldani. I just want to say I love you to Mom, Dad, Marty, Mimi, Mima, Tony, Davey, Willie, and all of you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Catherine Kapoff. I want to thank my family and friends for filling my life with so much love, especially my parents, my siblings, and my partner Clark. This is for you, Emmy.
Congratulations, Dr. Sandra Miller Case.
My name is Dr. Kushmeet Kaur, and I just wanted to thank my family, my friends, my mentors, and God for looking out for me and supporting me throughout this journey. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Samuel Cabeda. I'd like to thank my parents, my extended family, as well as my mentors for helping me get here today. Thank you.
Dr. Marina Kromova, thank you so much, my mom and dad, all my friends. I wouldn't be here without you guys.
Hi, I'm Dr. Clara Koo. I want to thank my family, friends, and mentors for supporting me and getting me to where I am today. I love you all.
Dr. Nikita Lekompkin, we are all so proud of you and know that you will be an outstanding physician and surgeon who will always put your patients first.
This is the now Dr. Joshua Lowenstern. I want to say thank you so much to my parents, family, and friends who supported me during this journey of medical school and will continue to in the next stage of my career.
I'm Dr. Kathleen Lozada, and I want to thank my friends, family, and mentors for their support in getting me here.
Hi, Haley. We're so happy for you on your special day.
Love you. Awesome job.
Welcome to the club, Haley. Congratulations, Dr. Haley Lynch.
Dr. Harini Myron. I'd like to thank my parents, my brother, friends, and of course, my teachers and mentors throughout my time at Mount Sinai.
This is Dr. Emily Schlessel-Markovic. I am so thankful and honored to be a member of this class of 2020 community, and I'm looking forward to working together as colleagues.
We are proud to present our newest graduate,
Dr. Conferring.
Congratulations.
Dr. Tucker Matthews. I want to thank friends, family, and my dog.
Hi, I'm Dr. Taylor Miller, and I would like to thank my fiance, Danny, my parents, and my two siblings for their support throughout medical school.
Hi, this is Dr. Anna Luisa Mirto, and I just want to thank everyone personally and professionally that has helped me to get to this point.
Dr. Roya Nazarian, congratulations. You have excelled brilliantly and humbly. We are very, very proud of you.
Hey, it's Dr. Slovena Salve-Nisan. I want to say the biggest thank you to my parents for being there through it all. I love you so much.
Dr. Chukwuma Mwachukwu.
Thank you, all my family and friends. This is really a dream come true.
My name is Dr. Rio Mary. I want to thank my family, especially my parents, and my incredible fiance, Pauline. I couldn't have gotten here without you guys.
Dr. Olamide Omedeli. Just want to say a big thank you to both my mother and father for all the love and support.
Dr. Joshua Onwiri.
I am Dr. Abigail Pianelli. Leading medical school is so humbling, and it's an amazing accomplishment that I could not have done without my classmates, my friends, and my family. Thank you.
Hi, Dr. Grishma Rajiv Kumar here. I would just like to thank my family, my friends, my mentors, and all of the staff and physicians I've had the opportunity to learn from at Sinai. Thank you.
From everyone back in Colorado, congratulations Dr. William Ranson on graduating from Icahn School of Medicine and matching into orthopedic surgery at Mount Sinai Hospital.
Hi, my name is Dr. Arti Rao, and I'd like to thank my parents and sister for their support, my attendings and mentors for their guidance, and my fiance and friends for keeping me sane and smiling along the way.
Dr. Adam Reisman, congratulations on continuing the family tradition. I couldn't be more proud of you. Good luck as you go into your internship and the rest of your career.
Hi, this is Dr. Jamel Regia, and I just want to thank the leadership at Mount Sinai, especially Dr. Parkes, and my close friends and family for their support.
Hi, this is Brian Rice. This is Dr. Brian Rice.
Just wanted to take a second to thank my friends, family, and mentors for all of their love and support.
I'm Dr. Christopher Root. I'd like to thank my teachers and mentors, my family, and my incredible fiancée, Jenny. This is CJ. She's not a doctor.
I'm Dr. Lucy Rose. I'd like to thank my family, friends, peers, and mentors who have supported me and taught me what it means to be a physician.
Congratulations, Dr. Colin Rosansky.
Thanks, everyone.
Yay!
Congrats, Colin. Please cure my dry eyes.
Congrats.
Con mucho orgullo presentamos a la doctora Cindy Sáenz.
Yeah. Congratulations, Cindy.
Impression, great classmates, great mentors, and of course, the best parents. Follow-up in about 5 years. Signed by Dr. Yusakai.
Dr. Joseph Schnitter. I want to thank my family, all the faculty and staff at Sinai, and especially all my classmates. It was amazing 4 years, guys. I'll miss you all. Don't be strangers. If you're ever in Chicago, give me a call. Congrats.
I want to thank my friends, family, and mentors for a great experience.
Now presenting Dr. Alex Scher.
Congratulations, Dr. Benjamin Shuham. We love you.
Congratulations, Dr. Ben.
Congratulations, Dr. Ben.
Felicidades, Dr. Ben.
Dr. Yara Sifri, congratulations. We're so proud of you and we love you so much.
Dr. Matthew Simhan.
Dr. Mary Patricia Smith, with endless gratitude for my family and friends, without whom none of this would have been possible. Thank you so much to my family, friends, and mentors for all their love and support these past few years.
Congratulations, Dr. Ashley Jacqueline So.
Congratulations.
Dr. Sneha Subramaniam.
You did it.
Dr. Kelly Suchman, congratulations!
Thank you, everyone who supported me on this journey.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eric Sun, and I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents, my friends, and all my mentors.
Hi, my name is Dr. Wayne C., and I'd like to thank everybody that helped me get to this point. My friends, my family, pretty much everybody except coronavirus.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jimity Tessier. Thank you to my wonderful family, to my friends, and to my mentors for helping me get here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emily Tisch. I'd like to thank my mom and my dad and my partner John and all of my amazing friends and mentors who helped me along the way.
Dr. Haley Tupper. Thank you to my friends at Sinai. You guys have really made the experience. All my teachers, my family, my boyfriend, and my dog.
Congratulations, Dr. Coco Cherika Yukago. How about here we come?
Hi, I'm Dr. Luigi Vargas. I would like to thank my parents, my sister, my amazing fiance, my friends, my colleagues, and my mentors. Let's go, class of 2020.
I'm Dr. Stefan Chiki Sessoms, and I just want to take the time to thank my family and my friends. I couldn't have done this without them.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shuta Wang. I just want to thank all my friends and family for your support. I love you all. Why,
I'm Dr. Leslie Warren. Thanks to my parents, sister, boyfriend, and many mentors along the way.
Dr. Isaac Wasserman.
Dr. Isaac Wasserman.
Congratulations, Dr. Colton Welch.
We are so proud of you. We love you.
We know you're going to be a great doctor, and we can't wait to see what the future holds.
We are so incredibly proud of you on achieving your dream of becoming a doctor.
Your unmatched determination and desire to help people have led you to this milestone, and we know you will do incredible things. We now present
Dr. Lauren Williams.
Hi, my name is Dr. Sitan Yan, and I'd like to thank my parents, my little sister Annie, and all my friends for supporting me through my med school journey.
I'm Dr. Bozy Zhang, and I wanted to thank my family, my friends, and my loving partner.
And with that, the commencement exercises of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai are now concluded. Congratulations to the class of 2020.